Hey, thanks for stopping by. So if you have small or medium conifers that need to get in the ground before the frost date, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you how to properly transplant a juniper, put it in the ground. I'm going to prep the soil, and if you stick around, I'm going to show you how to properly plant a cypress pom-pom. Pro tip. See you in the dirt. Okay, if you're new to the channel, my name is Stefan, and this is Root and Roam Life. And okay, so you're probably wondering, what am I doing, right? It's, I would say, early August, and I need to get conifers in the ground, right? I'm planting some new and some will be transplanted. In this video, I need to transplant a juniper. And in order for me to do that properly, it's going to, require some steps, right? It's been in the ground for about 2 years. Let me show you. And I believe that the mature size is going to get too big for this space. And I think it's going to block out our shed. So I want to make sure that I, transplant it properly so it has 6 to 8 weeks to establish its root system. So stick around. You're probably wondering why I have this gorilla cart. So we have clay soil. I'm in zone 6A. This is the Catskills, New York. If you are new here, this is our backyard. And I am in the process of creating CONIFER ISLAND, which is going to be 2 separate spaces. One is in the back of us, which is about 600 to 800 square feet of space. And I am planting an array of different conifers species based on color, texture, and size. This is going to be the second conifer island, which will kind of introduce the concept. In this space, we have a shed. There is a fire pit, but then I have this open space here where my neighbors are. So right here, I want to plant to complement the weeping Norway spruce. I want to put a juniper here. And this will really kind of anchor in this walkway. For today, I need to transplant the juniper, and my pre-winter strategy is to make sure that the transplant has good moisture. We have clay soil, so the gorilla cart comes in handy. I like to mix my soil amendment. I put some garden soil in here, and I'm gonna do a lot. So I'm gonna do a full bag because I have a lot of plants to get in the ground today. I'm gonna do a bag of shrub and tree soil. Okay. Let me start mixing this first. This trench shovel is good because it digs down pretty deep, twice as deep as a normal shovel. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, I'm gonna add in some quicksand for drainage and grit. And my last step is some Biotone root starter. Now, in your zone and maybe with your soil conditions, you don't need to do this. But because I have poor drainage throughout this yard, because of the clay soil, I constantly have to amend and create nice soil. Okay, now I want to start. This is the hole where the juniper is going to go. So I'm going to start prepping this hole. Right now, if you can see that, the soil is not good. So right now the soil is not good. I'm going to use my tool from my grandmother, and which I love doing. And I'm just going to mix, see what's going on in here. You know, might come across some rocks. So I'm noticing that the juniper would not be good in this condition. It's rocky, it's clay-ish. So I'm using a larger kind of shovel. I'm gonna put about 3 large scoops of soil. And I'm gonna just kind of turn this over and start to prep my hole for the transplant. I wanna go deep. I'm just moving away any mulch. Okay. Look at this. So that just came out of it. So it's either an existing kind of plant that I had there, or it's clay. Let's crush it and see. See what I'm saying? Clay soil. It's not good. by using this tool, you dig down twice the size of a normal shovel, right? So by using this tool, you're digging down twice the size of a normal shovel. So that's why I like using this tool for digging deep. Okay. I'm gonna put in 1 extra scoop of soil amendment. And that's 4 shovels. There's 4 shovels worth of new material in here. It looks nice. So then I'm going to just push it out. I have like a little small spade that I always keep handy, and this just moves any kind of old mulch or anything that I had around. I don't want any other material going in. Okay. Then I'm just getting my hole ready. Okay. 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 I want you to see this. You may be thinking, I don't see anything special, but it's not about what you see. It's really about what you feel. And right now, I am feeling really nice, loomy soil, right? And that's what I want versus, anything that's hard clay. So this will allow for the transplant, for the root ball to go inside of the hole, and then I will backfill it and create a mound with the existing dirt, all right? Okay, let me get ready for step 2. And step 2 is prepping the hole before I dig out the juniper and transplant it. So for step 2, I want to make sure that the new hole is watered. So I'm going to water the hole, and I'm going to also water the root ball of the juniper. All right, so I'm at the juniper, and this juniper is pretty. Okay, so the juniper will get about 8 to 10 feet in mature size. That's not appropriate for this curve and this bend of a path. It needs something a bit more airy. I would like something with more of a chartreuse color to pop against the black shed. So I'm gonna remove the rocks. I've tried to create a more rustic edging, but I do have plans to put metal edging across the entire property. I'm using the spade to remove any existing mulch. I don't want to carry that over, nor do I want to carry any weeds. So I'm just pushing everything away. Okay, so when transplanting any conifer or tree, you want to make sure that you get enough of the root ball. I would think that this root ball is somewhere of a size of a small tire. I'm just going down as far as possible, breaking up any roots. Again, I think this juniper has been in the ground for about 2 years. I don't want to carry over any weed seeds. You can see that juniper is moving. Okay, now that I've created a hole all the way around, I'm gonna come in deep. I'm underneath it. I don't want to disturb anything. See that? One more time. Okay. One more time. One more time. Okay. Wow. Okay, the juniper is out of the ground with the root ball. So now I need to get this into the hole. Before getting it into the hole, I just want to wet the hole. Again, this is a pre-winter strategy. I don't want to compromise the transplanting, right? So that's done. Okay, I'm gonna get as much of the root ball as possible. Okay. Okay. More weeds. The root ball is in. Just making sure that everything looks okay before I backfill it. I want to make sure that the face of the root ball is positioned, which I don't like it. I think that the face of should be this way. This looks more like the back. All right, so I'm gonna come around. Okay, kind of like that better. Okay, so we have the juniper in the ground. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you a little glimpse on what's happening. We are positioning the juniper face, which is the front of the conifer, towards me, which will give us really good visual from the house. So this is also going to serve as a privacy. So it will get 8 to 10 feet, which will kind of block out some of the neighbors' area here, and that's what we're looking for, okay? So there is some dead needle casting at the bottom. I'll go ahead and trim all of that off. But so far, the juniper looks really nice and healthy. And I'm gonna replace it with the cypress pom-pom, little lollipop, and put that back over there. Ooh, where's it at? Where's it at? Somewhere over there. All right, bye. I'm making sure that the roots have soil contact, which they do. Okay. I'm gonna go around now and just start I'm gonna prune anything at the bottom, right, that's looking damaged from here. I just really want to open this up, give it as much airflow as possible underneath. Okay. I like that. I'm gonna level it. There. Okay, that looks good to me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and step back. Where's my little guy? So the juniper is positioned the way I like it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and water the root ball. I'm trying to, this is part of the pre-winter strategy. We're in August. My window for planting is this month, and I don't want to compromise any root ball issues with it not rooting. So just going around all of that good soil mix. I want to make sure that it's inside. I'm gonna go around, step on it. Pickle! So I'm going around. I like what's happening. I'm making sure that none of the soil is touching the trunk. I feel like I gave the hole and the root ball a good deep water. It's packed in there pretty good. I'm stomping on it like this because I don't want to have any air pockets. Right, so now I'm going to add some drip irrigation. Where is my little tool? Okay, I'm pinning the emitters where I want them. I'm trying to go wide, so okay. Oh. Okay. So now the juniper has been okay. The juniper is down in. I'm going to give it one more drink of water before I cover it all up with mulch. We're in August, you know, it's hot. My drip irrigation is not scheduled until another day, so I don't want them to get dried out. I'm pushing this good soil back around. I'm creating a berm. The last thing I want to do is mulch around. I want to create a donut. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit. And I'm just going to mulch all of this area. Find some more rocks. I have a large pile of freshly chipped hardwood. So I'm using this as my mulch. It's great. So this is I just go back to the pile of hardwood. I get myself some freshly chipped hardwood from all of the trees that we recently got cut down. And this will break down over time. Okay, we'll get a little bit more. So this is how you transplant a conifer in zone 6A before the winter. To recap, it's August. This was my pre-winter strategy for transplanting my juniper. That was the first thing. Step one was to make sure that the soil was amended and the site was ready for the transplant. Step two was to make sure that I mulched it 2 or 3, I put like at least 3 or 4 inches of hardwood around the base for the mulch. I made sure that it was not touching the trunk. So 2, I would say 3, about 3 or 4 inches away from the trunk. Step 3 is that I'm going to skip fertilizing because I don't want to push any new growth right now. And I already had the biotone in there, which is making my root system strong. Step 4 is that I will stake this, but I don't want to do it today. I have a lot more to do, but I will stake this going into winter. And then step 5 will be to put burlap on it, right? This will happen sometime in excuse me, the burlap will happen sometime in maybe November or December before frost. And that way, the juniper will be set up for success, 8 to 10 feet of height and width. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and please remember to subscribe. Follow my journey and make sure you check out the next video, which will be me planting the cypress pom-pom lollipop tree. I like this. And I'm gonna actually put this in the same hole that I took the juniper from. So, okay, see you in the dirt.